Hey, Michael Brilla students. I bet it's cold out there in Pennsylvania. It's cold here in Ohio. I had the wonderful privilege of interviewing your teacher last year on my podcast. What a great guy. So he talked about you guys putting together a podcast, so I have some advice for you, I guess you could say. Number one, you got to decide how you're going to record it. I've had students just record an interview on their phone with a sound file, like a sound memo, voice memo, whatever you want to call it. And then that creates a little sound file that you could share with your teacher, or you could share in some way, shape, or form. All right, so that's one. And then there's another program called Audacity. It's a free program. It's just a way to record and then edit a sound file. And then, of course, you could also use GarageBand if you have a Mac. So we got how it's going to be recorded. And then I would really suggest setting up like a template, like a podcast episode template. And you need to think of your show in 3 segments: an introduction, an interview, or probing something in depth, and then like a conclusion. And so what I do on my podcast is I have this standard introduction where I talk a little bit about the topic, and then I interview somebody like Michael Brilla, and then I have a conclusion where I wrap things up. Something else I like to do is I like to put on some music on my podcast, and there's this really neat website called Incompetech, which you can get free MP3 sound files, and then you can put like the sound file like as a little introductory music. Maybe you use the sound file to break up the different segments. And then one last thing, if you're going to interview somebody, give them the questions beforehand so they can think about the answers. And that way you don't catch somebody off guard and they're just sitting there fumbling for words. So those are my ideas. Good luck. Maybe we'll bring you on. Maybe bring some of you on my podcast and talk about the experience. Good luck.